SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, is on deck from the Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe Lake Charles. The three wise guys are mic'd up and ready. SoundOff begins now.
I'm not sure the dust has settled from Super Bowl 59 at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans.
What do you mean? There wasn't much dust kicked up.
It was a shocker. 40-22, Eagles over the Chiefs in a blowout. Nobody saw it coming. Good evening. Thanks for being with us here, coming to you from Caesars Sportsbook. That would be Horseshoe Lake Charles. Yes. Guidry, Hobbs, and Cerro here for the next 30 minutes. We got a lot to discuss. Got some big topics coming up. Is Kellen Moore the answer to all of the Saints' woes? We got that question to debate. Are the Eagles the new bullies atop the NFL mountain?
Could be.
Has it shifted? Could be. I say yeah.
Wow.
Did Eli Manning get the shaft by not being a first ballot NFL Hall of Famer?
I mean, he'll get there. He'll get there. I don't know that Eli was first ballot. He'll be there.
Save those thoughts. Are the McNeese Cowboy basketball team playing their best basketball going into the meat of February heading to March? We're going to find out for sure.
Well, they had a little low.
Yeah, they had a little bit of low. Quadir Copeland will join us on tonight's show, the star point guard.
That's going to be a good
show. We'll get a lot of fun talking to him here. All right. I think the Saints set the all-time record for taking the longest to hire a new head football coach.
It'd be right there.
November 4th is when they fired Dennis Allen.
Yeah,
think about
I thought
that.
it was before then.
November 4th.
Yeah.
Now, as we get to on the calendar, that's
that's
over 3 months. That's been 100 and odd days.
Yeah.
And finally, they lock up Kellen Moore from the Philadelphia.
Well, he's not leaving New Orleans from what we hear. But, guys.
No, he did leave.
Oh, he did?
Good point.
I
don't know if
thought he
Mickey
wasn't leaving.
Loomis wanted him to leave because Nick Sirianni, after the game, said, let's run this back,
let's run this back.
That owner up in Philadelphia, he's smart. There's a chance they could have talked him out of it. I didn't think. There's a slight chance, but you never know.
But to be a head coach on your resume, that's
a lot of people turned it down.
That's right.
That had other jobs too now, Scooter.
They did.
Say that
but
too.
But they
now.
hadn't been. Well,
they
so
had,
did
they
he.
had other jobs too. Though,
sometimes you got to strike while the iron is hot. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I just say something, guys? All the games that I've ever gone to, which has been a lot, and I've been to a lot of Super Bowls, I have never seen so much security. You had 5 checkpoints you had to go to get into the Caesars Superdome.
It's the first Super Bowl where the president was there, so.
Yeah.
You had 5
but let's talk
checkpoints,
about that. You're going to get mad getting off track.
Go ahead.
The big winner of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
New Orleans.
Yeah. No.
I mean, nobody hosts, and this is not being a homer, but everybody agrees, nobody hosts a Super Bowl like that. And this year it was over the top.
Yeah.
It was.
I mean, everything was incredible.
It was, guys.
Tough job for everybody, state, federal, everybody to wrap that up after the attack at Bourbon Street.
What is Trump thinking? I mean, whether you like him, Republican, Democrat, it's just a big distraction.
It is.
And it hurts the experience for everybody for a president to come to the Super Bowl. It happened, he was there for LSU's national championship against Clemson.
Yeah.
And same thing. I mean, he went to 2 LSU games that year.
Did he?
He was at the game in Tuscaloosa against Alabama.
Yeah, sometimes I get your point on that.
The parking guys, let me say this too, what Scooter brought up was a good point. Because of the president being there were some streets in New Orleans that normally you could have drove to for parking at the Superdome. That was cut off.
Yeah.
They said not all the parking spaces in the Superdome was taken because of that, because of security and military people that was there. It was a different Super Bowl, guys.
Yes,
Let me tell you, it was different.
Well, a lot of that was, the incident for the Super Bowl
I get
in
that
the French
too,
Quarter. But
Can we talk about the
different.
Saints hiring a new head football coach, please? Kellen Moore. Obviously,
he's got to have his way, doesn't he?
Obviously, the team ran it back to 2006, went the offensive route. They went the next big coach in waiting route. Remember Sean Payton? And I'm okay with that, even though I think for right now this team needed that aura of a John Gruden or a Brian Flores. But it's Kellen Moore.
If they can do what Payton did,
old.
if they can do what Sean Payton did and get the next
then I'll shut
Drew
up.
Brees.
Then I'll shut
Get
up.
the
That's
next
exactly
Drew
right.
Brees.
No, that's a good point. Payton was able to do that because he lucked into the quarterback of a generation.
You know,
in
the
Drew
thing
Brees.
that gets me, but I'm not going to let you get away with it, Rick.
Go
but
ahead.
It seemed like you're steady easing away from when you said
Here
that
we go.
Derek Carr was a top 5
I
quarterback.
said top
He was-
15.
Now,
Come on, man.
Now you don't hear nothing.
He's not the
that
future
comes
of
out
this
his
team.
mouth about Derek Carr.
I
now.
never said he was the
It's-
future.
It's like Derek Carr doesn't even exist
Well,
with the
that's-
Saints anymore.
that's the
He's
big-
still the Saints quarterback.
He
But
is.
Rick tell it. Who
Do you want
what?
Aaron Rodgers?
You still there?
Do you
But
want
that's
your
about
bad
I don't
where
know.
he
He's a
is.
bad man.
Do you
To
want
me,
the bad man?
He's a bad man.
Please.
Come on.
He's
Please.
a bad man to me still, okay? Look.
Carr is, you hit it though. Top 15, right in the middle.
Yeah, he's
Whatever.
right in the
You know,
middle.
Whatever.
he's better than a lot of them, but a lot of them are better than him.
You're right about that. You're right about that. Look,
Not Drew Brees.
Okay.
guys, Kellen Moore has done some great work.
No, he has.
But he's had
He has.
great tools on his chessboard. Now he's coming in with a roster. I'm sorry. It's filled more with lead than gold. You got my analogy?
Yeah, I do.
This is a
I do.
roster in need of a lot of upgrades, and it's going to take him
Look,
time.
Let me say this. If I had the choice, if I was sitting in the Saints front office and they said, Kevin, give me your take on who you think should be the next Saints head coach, I'm going to say Aaron Glenn.
Okay.
Just
But he
because of what
wasn't
brings
available.
to the and there's a reason why, Scooter. Because of what he brings to the table.
What is the reason?
I think he knows something we don't know about the Saints organization. To have coached there and
Well,
played
to
there,
go to the Jets?
I'm thinking he knows something. But
Well-
the point is, I think he sees what the Jets can do. And I think he sees what the Jets has done.
The Jets have a
in the
better
past.
roster.
They do.
They have a better roster.
Very, very, very much so. So
They have a quarterback void, just like the Saints.
to have,
See, I don't think the Saints roster per se is that bad. Your point's well taken,
It's old,
though.
Scooter.
It's getting
It's
old.
old.
It's getting old.
It's
need of
old.
rocking chairs,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's old. Saints roster.
there's
old.
some talent there, but
There
for
is.
how long?
There is. But again, I think there's more lead than there is gold in some spots. I'm not convinced Chris Olave is going to come back as Chris Olave. I mean, the concussions and the like.
Man.
Taysom Hill's 34, and he's coming off a serious knee injury. There's question after question
You
after
had
question.
a window, Rick, 3 years ago. You had a window 3 years ago.
You finally got it right on that one, Mr. Goodrich. We're up
Golly.
against the clock. We're talking inside Cowboy basketball
Yes.
with Quadir
That should be fun.
Copeland. It's going to be a lot of fun. Stay right here.
It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both. Hey, thanks for the backup.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
The Three Wise Guys, we're always looking out for you guys. Remember, tomorrow, Friday night, it's Valentine's Day all day and into the night. Of course, we've got to tell you, Gordon Ramsay Steak, the best steakhouse
Yes,
in the
it
state of
is.
Louisiana. You want to treat that honey pie to an elite meal, a dining experience. It's right here at Horseshoe Lake Charles. Gordon Ramsay Steak. You can't beat it. Fresh seafood, prime beef, and of course, the array of celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay and all that he offers. It's Valentine's Day.
It
That's
is.
coming
You
up
better
very
get it
soon.
done.
All right, let's welcome in Quadir Copeland of the McNeese Cowboys,
Yes.
How are
star
you guys?
part
How are
guy.
you? How are you?
Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Off
sir.
day. Will Wade isn't an ogre. He gives you an off day every now and then.
Right.
So you're from Philly, right?
Philadelphia, yes,
Big
sir.
Eagles
Really?
fan?
Go Birds, go Birds.
Go
Go
Birds.
Birds,
Fly,
go Birds,
baby,
go
yeah.
Birds.
I
Definitely,
knew
sir.
we should have replaced
Yeah.
it with the Eagles helmet.
Definitely should have replaced it. Definitely should have replaced
Not
it.
the Texans.
We could have
I bet
replaced.
you-
We were supposed to replace this
Oh,
one
watch
That
it.
was
That's
bad also.
Yeah, that's
That
what we
was
were
bad
supposed to
also.
do.
let's get
You
your
went
favorite
to-
team.
you
Can't
went
touch
to-
it out.
You went to Eagles games growing up?
too. Yeah, I went to. I wasn't really going to a lot of Sixers games because of course, playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I went to actually for a school trip. We went to an Eagles game back when I was in middle school, so it was cool. But I never really been like a big football fan because it's a 4-hour-long game.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
so I've never been like real, but I'm definitely an Eagles fan. Like I watch it more now once I got more into college because friends were in it. But I never really watched football too much growing up. Just dad was always a big Eagles fan. So
Great team. They're well on their way. All right, let's start kind of where it began for you and McNeese.
yeah,
Syracuse.
Yes, sir.
We're talking ACC.
Yes, sir.
We're talking you had success coming off the bench for Syracuse, the Carrier Dome. Now ACC, Southland Conference, Carrier Dome Legacy Center. What did Will Wade do to get you down here? What was the reason to come this far south?
Man, called me every day, FaceTime me every day, and he was just out of all the coaches when I entered the portal, he was the only coach that kept in communication. He never really. It was like he called to recruit because that's his job, but he called to just really sometimes just talk to me, just ask how my day was going. We had regular conversations. He kept a lot of stuff away from basketball too. So
wow, the cachet of the Will Wade resume, did that play a role with? I mean, it's Will Wade.
Of course.
NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that definitely plays a role. Of course, you look up everything. It's the same reason why I'm going to Syracuse. I got Boeheim there. I'm thinking Hall of Fame coach. Yeah. It's literally the same exact thing. You look at all those things, but it was really the things that he was telling me the way I could be used on the team and how good of an impact I can make, especially in this conference and on this team, and how he coaches. So, I took that chance.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Syracuse.
Yeah, to Louisiana.
South Louisiana, Lake Charles. What's been the biggest cultural adjustment, social adjustment for you?
I'll say actually, definitely eating, but you guys are really nice out here, to be honest. Going from being in Philly and born and raised, and then going to New York, which is basically like the same thing as Philly. It's not too different. Southern hospitality is definitely a real thing. You guys are definitely nice down here. Of course, the food, but I'm still used to food back home that I still haven't got used to a lot of things. I started trying new things, but other than that, I ain't really tried too much of the seafood, and I'm not really a big guy with the seafood.
Seafood's good.
So I gotta try some stuff.
Seafood.
The only thing I let
What's your favorite dish down here?
The only thing I let Coach let me try was alligator, and for the first time, and it was actually good. I'll give you
better
guys that.
stuff than alligator.
It was
I'm
good.
not a big alligator fan.
I love alligators. It's just like chicken bites.
No, it really is. It's like a little chicken bite. It was good.
It doesn't taste like chicken.
One of the things I guess that we talk about a lot is when a kid gets into the portal, what's your thoughts of when it happens, and what's your expectations of what's to happen once you make a decision as to where you're gonna go?
I say like the first thing that happens, you enter the portal is you gotta think, I entered the portal, I was still on campus.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to school every day. I'm going to class. I'm still seeing everybody after we had a 21 season.
Wow.
So it was different. It was different, especially like now because we all get paid. So now it's just you getting sparked with 100 questions.
Yeah.
Why are you entering the portal? Are you entering the portal for this? Are you entering the portal for that? So it was definitely tough, but it was a smooth transition. One thing I can say is all the fans and all that, from Syracuse, there was a lot of love when I was still there on campus, and even towards leaving.
And to be in the portal, I mean, you walking around, people like,
it was crazy.
It's a business now.
You don't know when that spaceship
it was crazy.
Gonna descend and just suck you up and take you
It's
away.
not even like imagine walking on campus. Imagine being in lectures with it's 400, 300 students in the class in the lectures, and you just sitting there, and
They know
a
you
bunch of
want
people
out.
staring at you. Yeah, so it was like it was definitely
I had to ask that question, man.
it was
I
definitely
had
a
to.
different. It was definitely a different experience.
Give you credit.
Quadir Copeland from the McNeese Cowboys has joined us, point guard for Will Wade. And speaking of Will Wade, look, you came down here from Syracuse. Look, I watched you practice a little bit. That's a starter right there. Well, you didn't. You didn't start right off.
No, for sure.
Was it a situation where you just had to get your feet wet and comfortable in that system?
I really think it was adjustment for me and coach. We both was just adjusting to each other.
Yeah.
Him adjusting to my style of play, the flash and all the
We'll get to that in a minute.
he's not the only coach that he's not the only coach
gotta
that
have that swag about you, man.
He's not the only coach that told me this days before. So when we talked and we finally got on the same page with everything, it was just. We came to an agreement. It wasn't one way or no. It was we came to an agreement, and like I said, he slowly understood my game. I had to understand how he coached too. He's not just like he's Will Wade, and you see the wins and all that, but you got to see how he gets his team to win those games and how he do it. It's a certain way he goes about his coaching. So I had to get used to that too, and I wasn't used to the tough love from a coach that much. So it was a lot of adjustment.
Well, I asked Christian this Tuesday. We all see Wade on the floor. And
Yeah.
What's something about him public doesn't see, like behind closed doors?
Well, if I tell y'all that, then y'all forget I gotta see him tomorrow. I gotta still see him tomorrow, man. I can't tell y'all everything. One thing I can say about Coach Wade, what a lot of people don't know is he definitely has his moments and all that, but like deep down, like his heart, he really do care for his players.
Wow.
Like no matter, like not even his players that he coached 10 years ago, like he cares for his players. So I always do give him that. You know, it's always good in his crazy ways.
Brandon Murray told me once when I talked to him, he said, "You trust him."
Yeah, you trust him. You trust him.
You
him.
as a player.
That's one person it's not too many people in the world where I can where I just trust their word. When it's me coming out that portal, it was the way he was telling certain things, and even I knew players that played for him that was from Philly, from the same places I was from.
Wow.
So being able to go and talk to them that I already had a connection with growing up watching them,
That means a lot.
it meant a lot.
We asked you about the food and everything. When you were in the portal, you know, Philadelphia, Syracuse, nothing to do with down here. What attracted you to McNeese in Louisiana?
My visit was good. I was with Krista Shue, so everybody knows Shue. You know, he's like the legend down here, so everybody knows Shue.
Yeah.
But to be honest, they were winners. Like, I didn't have to come here and change nothing, or all I had to do was just be myself and improve the program. They were already winners before I got here.
Right, good
so
point.
it wasn't me coming in, putting a team on my back. It wasn't me changing. I was just an add-on piece to what they already done. And that's something I try to make clear when I got here. I told them, like, this is, at the end of the day, this is y'all team. Y'all built this. Like, don't let us come in. We following y'all at the end of the day. Yeah, I'm the point guard, I might be the leader, but we're following y'all. We taking tracks as y'all.
Final 20 seconds with Q Copeland from the McNeese Cowboys. You mentioned your flash.
Yes.
Your ball handling skills, your elite ability to penetrate and the defenses collapse, and then you feed off, assist, and you get to the rim. Is that Philadelphia style, or is that just Mr. Copeland style?
It's Philadelphia, just a little street ball style, you know, growing up playing, just always playing street ball, always being around, and it's just been amazing. I get to do
6'6",
it.
200 pounds. You're a big advantage in this league.
It is.
It's definitely a difference. You know, it's definitely a difference. You know, a lot of people don't see it, but, you know, since I got here, I always try to tell Coach and show Coach that, and he gave me the opportunity, so I appreciate it.
Continued success.
Yes, sir.
Stay healthy.
Great job.
Appreciate you guys.
Quadir Copeland, star point guard for the McNeese Cowboys. You got a long season still to go.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Stay with
it.
it.
Got a
We're back
lot
in a
more
minute.
wins.
Coors Banquet, the same brewing tradition since 1873. When you're the favorite beer of rock stars and cowboys, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
What's bugging you?
Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Tastes great. Let's Philly. Tastes great. Let's Philly. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both. Hey, thanks for the backup.
All right, many thanks to the young man, Quadir Copeland of the McNeese Cowboys. First year
Great
on the
kid.
team,
Oh, great kid,
from
man.
Philadelphia.
How
Great
bubbly is he?
personality.
He does. And it
I
seems
mean,
like he's kind of made him a niche here in Louisiana because he's.
He doesn't seem like kind of guy would boost Santa Claus, that's for sure.
No, indeed. No, indeed. Great ball handler. If you haven't been to a
No doubt
Cowboy
about
game,
it, Greg.
watch out for number 11
No
at
doubt
the point.
about it.
Very talented, skilled passer indeed. Want to remind you one more time, Saturday, February 15th, your last chance to get registered to win $500 in free slot play, but you get the key, and it's called Unlock the Vault. It's a big giveaway, and that giveaway is coming up Saturday, February 22nd here at Horseshoe Lake Charles. You get down here this Saturday, they're going to pick a winner every 15 minutes between 5 and 10 o'clock. 5 and 10 o'clock every 15 minutes.
Can we get a key? Can we get a key?
You cannot get a key. You cannot get a key. You win. You can chance to
Never
win
heard
$500 in free slot play, and that key on Saturday, February 22nd.
Wow.
You unlock the vault, and you get some great prizes. All right here at
pretty
Horseshoe
nice.
Lake Charles. All right.
Yes.
The difference was 18 points in Super Bowl 59. Philadelphia over Kansas City, complete destruction.
It was more than that.
Guys, it wasn't that close.
It was more than
a
that.
lot of garbage
Yeah.
yards and garbage
Yeah.
points for
Yeah.
Mahomes and the
Yeah.
Chiefs. Down the
Important
stretch.
to some.
Yeah.
I said earlier in the week, you poop-potted. I thought Andy Reid did get out-coached. I thought Vic Fangio found the secret sauce to get the Mahomes. And I think Nick Sirianni did a fabulous job all year because he caught a lot of hell going back to 2023 when they went on that skid.
Even fighting with the fans, okay?
He's true to himself. He is who he is.
The fans. And the thing about it, guys, y'all may not
have understood. It's easy to fight with Philly fans.
But he was protecting his players. Let's be right about that now. What coach wouldn't? Okay? What coach wouldn't?
Did Fangio, 66-year-old star defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, he's right up there with Spagnuolo.
He is.
Okay.
He is.
Did he?
Two great minds.
Kevin, did he unlock one of the keys?
Oh,
you just gotta attack the angles to Mahomes.
Look.
And constant pressure. And the key thing, no blitz. Which
None.
then he had no one open.
None.
Mahomes had no one open.
You rushed 4 guys all day. 4 guys
you gotta get
all
to
day
him.
against Mahomes. And let me tell you something. The angles and the lanes that they rushed, that was the most important thing.
Well, nobody else
the
has
most
sacked
important thing.
Mahomes
That's
6
how
times.
you rushed him.
No one.
You wanted to flush him through the middle of the field where all the traffic was going to be at. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
You got to give it to him.
You got a point?
Well, I'm sure he will interrupt me if
No,
I
you
try
won't.
to.
He said.
Make your point.
No, I'm saying, well, I was just saying, but rush 4 is the key, but you got to get to him, and they did.
No doubt.
Yeah, clearly Kansas City has an offensive line issue when it comes to speed.
And
that will be, believe me, Andy Reid and those guys will address that. But
nobody else really exploited.
You saw different angles, especially from behind, if you're watching all the highlights, where Mahomes is he doesn't know where to go. And Kelsey is out there in the flat just looking for the ball. Couldn't get it to him.
He was not
Couldn't get it to him.
And you notice this. You've never seen Mahomes this rattled in all the times we've seen him play. Mahomes is probably one of the coolest and collective guys you're going to see in the pocket.
You're probably
He was
right.
rattled. He was rattled.
Rattle may be too strong a word, but he was definitely frustrated.
He was rattled.
He was frustrated.
He was relentless. He couldn't find the lane. He couldn't know where to go. Credit Philadelphia's defense.
No doubt about it.
All right, Guidry, you push back on me with this misquoting me about Derek Carr. Now I'm going to quote you right. I'm going to quote you. Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT now over Tom Brady.
No,
you want to change your stance?
I'm not changing. I'm saying let's put that on hold. How about that?
Oh!
Let's put that on hold for now. Okay?
A week ago, you said he surpassed Tom Brady already.
I'm saying if he wins this game, there would have been no other quarterback in the league to ever do that. You've got to talk about him being the GOAT then.
He three-peat.
Exactly.
But he didn't three-peat.
But he didn't. So let's put that on hold for now. Okay?
Put it on hold. He's 3-2 in the Super Bowl.
Let's put it on hold for now.
He had an awful game. Bless you. He had an awful game. The worst game. He's probably easily the worst half
in the game
of his
you want
career.
to not have it in, Rick.
I mean, 3 turnovers
and that's not like Mahomes to do that.
23 yards, gentlemen, in the first half.
One first down.
One
first down.
Unbelievable. All right, let's show some love on Philadelphia's side. Jalen Hurts. We know the Jalen Hurts story. Alabama, benched by Nick Saban, goes to Oklahoma, runner-up for the Heisman, yada, yada, yada. This man has persevered into now.
He
is a future Hall of Famer.
Very quietly.
And he's a great guy.
He is certainly on track to be a Hall of Famer.
He's a great guy.
Yes, great young man.
Great leader. Yes. Great leader.
And he played a hell of a game. He has been through a lot. I have to say he has been through a lot. And he's come out on top. And you know what? He's very mild-spoken about it. He could have said a hell of a whole lot in that press conference, but he didn't.
All the right things.
But he didn't.
He said all the right things. He gave
good.
credit where it's due, and it was the defense.
That was good.
He did.
You know what stuck out at me, and I'm not follow the Eagles that closely.
Yeah.
You heard about Hurts. You hear about Barkley.
Yeah.
Their receivers are very underrated.
A.J. Brown.
Those are good receivers.
Devontae Smith. And you know what?
You know Devontae Smith.
I listened. I thought I listened pretty closely.
Louisiana.
There you go.
KB, the lead analyst. Nobody mentioned Devontae Smith was from Amite, Louisiana.
Nobody mentioned
right there across the Pontchartrain.
Nobody.
I don't think so. I did not hear it.
No, Rick is right.
Homeboy.
There wasn't a big deal made about it.
Homeboy right there. No,
but he had some people. He had some people.
He had some people. Final 30 seconds, guys. I think some of that power has shifted to the NFC. I really do. The Eagles aren't going anywhere.
No, they're
and
not.
Detroit's not going anywhere.
They're not.
Okay? The Rams are going to be good. The AFC's good.
You got a good point,
Kansas City will be back, but I think it's shifted a little bit.
It will be back.
That's a complete dismantling
but you know what, man?
of the best team.
That loss, not only we talk about Mahomes, but that loss hurt Andy Reid too.
Stung.
Okay.
Stung.
He's a hell
We're
of a
behind
coach
the
now.
chains and the clock. Final round of the show when we come back. Stay right here.
Coors Banquet, the same brewing tradition since 1873. When you're the favorite beer of rock stars and cowboys, you don't compromise. That's our legacy. What do you want to go down in history for? Start your legacy. Coors Banquet.
What's bugging you?
Is it termites? The season is now and they are swarming. At J&J Exterminating, we offer some very effective weapons against infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Don't wait. Contact us now for a free inspection.
J&J has protected Louisiana homes and businesses for over 60 years.
Call him today, make the pests go away. J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
If you don't have Valentine's Day plans, I'll throw this out. The McNeese Cowboys open up baseball at the ballpark Friday night, 6 o'clock.
Wow.
I know the honey may not like me sitting in a baseball park, but it's
You
out
better be
there.
in somebody's restaurant.
It's baseball
with flowers,
season.
Okay.
Good luck with that one, Rick.
Good luck with it. I just wanted to throw it out there. I'm
They'll
trying.
be playing Saturday, too.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
All right,
You're
good
right,
point
Stu.
on that.
Yeah,
so
you're
Cowboys
right.
open up baseball season. The Cowgirls softball season's well underway, and they're doing okay.
Yeah.
Justin Hill has them out with a 3-game set against Wichita State. Good competition.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night, 6 o'clock, Saturday at 2, Sunday at noon. So
games.
baseball is underway. Cowboys picked 3rd preseason behind Southeastern and Lamar. Yeah, Lamar supposedly be stacked this year again. All right, let's go to the box. LSU opens up
Against Purdue, Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I had to look at that. I thought, is that Purdue or is that Purdue Fort Wayne?
No,
it's
You
Purdue
know
Fort Wayne.
when you have a matchup like that, what it usually means?
It's snowing.
No, well, yeah. I never heard of Purdue Fort Wayne. I guess I have. You know what?
I haven't.
I guarantee you, Jay Johnson knows the head coach in Purdue.
You're probably right,
Fort
Scooter.
Wayne.
You're right, Scooter.
That's
You're right.
usually the
Yeah,
way that
you're
works.
right.
Yeah.
But high hopes for
You're right.
LSU. I saw deals. Most of the national polls have them 2nd and 3rd.
Okay.
Really?
The SEC coaches poll just came out. Coaches, they're ranked 4th in the SEC.
Are you serious?
Okay. How stacked will the SEC?
Oh, the SEC.
Just like basketball?
Maybe more so.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. Here we go
Southland.
again.
I think the Southland will
Here
be
we go.
top heavy, 5 and 6. 1 through 5 and 6. LSU and
Here we go.
SEC.
Yeah.
We're talking what, 9 and 10 deep?
Oh,
Even more?
I guess.
well, there's
Wow.
16 teams now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you got to
I
feel
mean,
Texas
you
and
didn't
Oklahoma.
hurt anything with Texas and OU
Not at all.
coming in.
All right, 2025 NFL Hall of Fame class will not include Eli Manning.
No, it won't.
Didn't get in on the first ballot. Guys, I love Eli. I thought he had a great career.
And he'll
I don't have a
he'll-
problem with that.
He'll
He'll
be
get in.
there.
It doesn't have to be a
He'll
first
be
ballot.
there. It's
will get
not
in.
a lot of self
Yeah.
indignation
No.
that he's not first ballot.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
Kevin,
Yeah.
deserving of Canton, though? Never been an
but he
MVP.
wasn't gonna be a first
Never been
ballot.
an All-Pro.
No.
Never led the league in any major categories. Never. But he won 2 Super Bowls
Won
in
2
big
Super
moments.
Bowls, though. That's
Right?
I mean,
did
Big
he
moments.
beat Peyton in that kicking deal?
He
they
did.
were
he
doing?
did.
He
beat-
did?
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
he
that,
did.
So then he
that
got to
is-
go to the Hall of Fame.
Damn,
right?
Scooter. What?
Of course,
He
the great
did.
insight.
Pate wasn't
from
happy.
Hobbs.
Pate wasn't happy about
We're out
it
of
either,
time.
okay?
We'll see you
missed
next
it.
time
When
right
did
here
they
at
show
Caesars
that?
Sportsbook,
Yes.
everybody.